All right.
So, what do you think about the Vikings game?
Well, you know, they start off strong and hot. You thought they're going to roll them 50-0. End up being a nail biter. It's like we never want to just put our foot at someone's throat and just step on it. We always have to let them back into the game. But we did win it. And Kirk, you know the mark against Kirk, right?
I do.
You can't take us down or win the big games. And with 2 minutes left under pressure, he chokes. He took us down again. I'm going to give him credit. Maybe Kevin O'Donnell with him was maybe some magic going on. He took him down with less than 2 minutes. Boom, we score.
What's with that interception?
Oh, okay. That was not a good one. It allowed the Bears to get the ball back and come on down. And I believe they kicked their fourth field goal and went ahead 22-21 thanks to that interception. So what it was a little bit of a read where we had two receivers, one short, one longer. The guy that was short, I think that was Kevin Osborne, was wide open. But Kirk went for the other guy, which I'm not quite sure. It might have been Thielen. I got to look at the tape. But he threw it into coverage and intercepted it. It was, even the announcer said, you know, Kirk should have read that better. He should have gone to the shorter guy instead of the longer guy because there's two guys on the longer guy.
Yeah, you know, I was
It's like he threw it right to him.
I know what you mean. You know, I was talking to Iago over here, and he said the same thing. He said that Kirk should have thrown to the shorter guy, or as opposed to the longer.
Right, Bill here was he looks kind of like a little nefarious character. He was making threats to Kirk. I mean, no. My friend, it's just a game. It is just a game.
Right.
I hate losing it like you do, but keep it family friendly, my friend. Family friendly.
Right.
Just cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to you, Iago.
All right, so, but the one thing I did like about the game, especially in the first half, it was like 21-11 at halftime, or 21-10 at halftime.
Okay, right, yeah.
I have to add this up. I can't remember if it's 21-10 or 21-11. I want to say 21-10. Anyway, we were up 21-3.
Okay.
21-3 at one point in the game, and with Kirk and whatever, and then the Bears. Actually, let's give a shout out to Darren Mooney for the Bears. Justin Fields threw the perfect pass. Our defender Sullivan had them all covered, right? Except the pass was high and kind of behind Mooney. He had to jump. He did it at Odell Beckham. He had to reach behind it, and he had to call it. And even as a Viking fan, a fan of football, you have to say, kudos, that was a good one. And that led to their touchdown. So that they deserved that one type of thing. So the truth is, we did all of our scoring in the first half, 21-3, 21-10. We got one touchdown in the second half with under 2 minutes with the drive that Kirk made. So it's like Chicago made adjustments and we did not. It seemed like. Every week we go through this. We start hot, halftime, we go cold, and then somehow we find something to do at the end and come back and win this thing. Because we were behind 22-21 with under a minute. Under 2 minutes.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. You know, it's looking like we're going to be contenders.
Well, we are at 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1.
Green Bay lost today. Chicago lost today. So we are in first place with 4-1. However, we are kind of winning ugly. But again, a win is a win is a win. Does this not evoke memories of Bud Grant era? Winning ugly, because the Bud Grant teams relied on defense and never just blew anybody out.
Yeah.
And then they'd win at the end. So that's what, even though Kevin O'Donnell is this Sean McVay tree offensive guru genius, but I give him credit. I liked what I saw in the offense today. They spread the salt around. If you look at our receiving yards, Jefferson had 12 receptions for 154 yards.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop him for nothing, but Thielen, Osborne, Irv Smith, Cook, all got passes. They spread the salt around, which to me is a good trend.
Yes, certainly.
And with a new head coach, you're still getting used to a new system.
Yeah. And the running game was good too.
Right, it was solid. Yeah. And one thing I liked, Dalvin Cook, I think it's this shoulder, has this partial dislocated shoulder, has to wear a brace, he can play.
Did we score again?
Did we score again? You know what? This calls for a whole celebration like our daily chocolate.
Okay.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. A little bubbly water. Never heard anyone like that. All right, while we're celebrating, spread the salt around. In terms of how did they use Dalvin Cook today? I'm glad you asked.
Yes, yes.
They didn't just, the Zimmer era, no offense to Zimmer, I actually like Zimmer as a coach, but they didn't just run him 30 plays straight up the middle where you can predict what he's doing.
Yeah.
They passed it to him. He got like 47 yards passing, somewhere in the 40s. They didn't run straight up the middle. It might be the middle this time, that's off tackle, it's a change of direction. They ran around the end a couple times.
Yes, yes.
And do you agree that it takes the wear and tear off of Dalvin Cook?
Definite. I don't think you can last 2-3 years just running straight up the middle.
Because he gets injured every year in the same spot, his shoulders.
Yeah.
Not that he's not in good shape or durable, but you run into 300-pound lineman,
300.
320,
Yeah,
330. It's a brick wall every time.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how he doesn't have headaches. Anyway, so did you see Cameron Dantzler strip that ball from the guy? Actually, it's from, and I have trouble with the guy's name. He's the guy that the Bears picked up from the Vikings that we released and they picked him up. Smith-Marsette,
Yeah.
former Viking. Catches the pass, there's only like 20, 30 seconds, 40 seconds left in the game. The Bears out of timeouts. We're trying to run them out of time, but they're marching down the field. He gets a pass in the left flat there, the right flat. He sees Harrison Smith in his way. And it looks like he's trying to gain more yards and said to himself, I think it looked like, I'm going to go out of bounds. But the problem is, Dantzler's right behind him and just grabbed the ball and just yanked it.
Yeah.
Stripped it. And then Dantzler, did you see how he was smart enough? He just went down.
Yeah.
Ran about 5-10 yards and went down. End of game. Oh, Minnesota was celebrating. Were you celebrating?
I was celebrating. Yes.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was thinking that we were going to just barely win.
And we did just barely win.
Well, it's like a touchdown. I was thinking like, 3 points.
Well, it almost came down to that because with a little over 2 minutes, we were marching down and we got under 2 minutes, but had we not scored the touchdown, had to go to a field goal, it would have been, let me do the math, we would have been ahead 24-22
Yeah.
at that point. Sorry. 24-22. And they would have the ball with like a minute and a half, and we have a 2-point lead, so thank God we got the touchdown.
Yeah, right.
And our defense, like I said, our defense, again, was solid in the first half. Chicago's points in the second half came all field goals, like 4 field goals.
Yeah.
So our defense held them pretty good. It just allowed them to get enough into our territory to kick a field goal, but that's preferable to a touchdown. So I think that overall the defense did pretty good.
Yeah, no, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing, we got Jalen Reagor from the Philadelphia Eagles. Mostly as a punt guy. But we did a little tricky play at the end of the first half. And came by and flipped him the ball and he got in for a touchdown. First touchdown was a Viking. And you know what my dream is for Jalen Reagor? Because remember, he's the guy, the Eagles drafted right before the Vikings.
Yeah.
Could have had Justin Jefferson. Chose Jalen Reagor, who didn't do hardly anything with the Eagles. He's been taking a pounding. And now the Vikings have him because the Eagles released him. What I think would be cool is put him and Jefferson on the field together and torch everybody. Get his confidence back. I think his confidence is coming back. Let's start throwing the ball a little bit more to him. You can have Osborne, Thielen, put Reagor in, Jefferson, and have those 2 guys torch him. So they can't say, oh, it's Jefferson, he's so much better than Reagor. It's like, they both torched you. Take that. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, no.
good win today.
It
But
was. Who we play next week?
good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up.
I'll
I'll find out.
You'll find out.
I'll find out. But a win is a win is a win is a win.
Right, we might,
Oh, did we score again?
I think we scored.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, well, on that note, over now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You know that guy?
Who is that?